I'm joined now by Suvankar Sen. He's MD and CEO at Senco Gold. Mr. Sen, great to have you on the show, and thank you so much for speaking with us. Now, this is one segment that has, I think, bucked all trends of demand, etc. There has been really no, fatigue there from consumer point of view. What are the kind of sales you're expecting in the festive season? Remember, there's festive plus wedding season around the corner.
So, if we really look at it for the industry overall, post the budget cut, the duty cut in the budget that happened, that kind of triggered the sales and the demand for the consumer in Q2. And July and August went on very well till it was September, when due to the Fed interest rate cut, that the prices of gold shot up. And in the last 15-20 days, the industry saw some amount of, I would say that, people waiting for the festive season to start. The Pitri Paksh was there. But considering that, we have Diwali, Dhanteras, and the wedding season, I'm assuming that compared to last year, there will be an increase in terms of value of business for everyone, about 10 to 12%, because we have to keep it in mind that the gold prices have moved up considerably compared to last year as well. So yes, there could be impact in volume with the increase in prices. But overall, we are expecting a 10 to 12% increase from last year.
Okay, 10 to 12% increase from last year. I just want to understand, Mr. Sen, gold prices have been going up consistently. This is not being a dampener at all to demand?
See, there are two parts to this. One is the value growth and one is the volume growth. So, when the gold prices are going up, consumers, when they have to buy something, whether be it for weddings or personal purchase, there is always a budget that everyone keeps in mind. And if we look at the overall growth of the economy, then there might be a marginal increase in the disposable income that will go on to this sector. So that is one part of it. So value-wise, you will see some growth always. But yes, if you ask of the volume, obviously because the gold price is going up, there will be volume degrowth. And that volume could be anything, 5%, 7%, 10%. So, but value-wise, you will always be able to see. So, till the economy is doing well and everyone is, earning better, I think that we will be able to continue to see a growth in the sector.
And then it's a fair assumption for us to make, it's Amina joining in as well, that on the volume side, revenues are going to be muted, and that's because higher gold prices have impacted the buying capacity of your clients. So while value will go up because that's largely driven on back of higher prices, right? So, if not a fair assumption, not fair to say that you will see a massive upside because volumes will remain muted. What I want to understand from you as well, are you considering any strategic pricing adjustments to manage the volatility in gold prices, and how could this impact margins?
So the pricing adjustment happens for our sector, different from various other sectors, is the fact that on a day-to-day basis, based on the international gold price, the selling prices keep changing for everyone in the retail sector. So I don't see too much of price change. We will have to, if the prices internationally go up, we do charge higher prices to the consumer. But yes, with the festive season coming in, what happens is discounts and schemes and offers, they start getting built up into the whole ecosystem. And I think that is how we want to pass on certain kinds of discounts and benefits to the consumers. So I don't see too much of change in the margins. It will remain in a similar manner that it was last year. And rather with an increase in gold price, see, at one end, all the various retailers, they do hedging. So they don't get the enjoyment of the gold price rise. But at the same time, there are impacts that they get in terms of benefits on the margin increase. If the diamond jewelry sales goes up, then obviously there is a possibility of margin getting increased. So if we really look at it overall for the industry, Q1, Q2 was kind of slow for the diamond sector. I know people were looking more at gold, there were less weddings, but I think those were the factors that will keep on and come into the picture in Q3 and Q4. And will help the industry to have some kind of a better market.
And I'm glad you bring that up because that was my next question, Mr. Sen. Now, with gold prices on the uptick, are you seeing improved demand for non-gold? So I'm going to put silver and diamond in that bracket. And do you anticipate better sort of projections in terms of sales outside gold for business? And what does silver and diamond contribute to your top line as well?
So silver, jewelry or silver utensils, they contribute about 2 to 2.5% to the top line, and diamond jewelry contributes about 10 to 12% in the overall sales. So I would say that, with this increase in gold price, people, and we saw it in the last financial year and the year before that as well, that people were preferring to buy 18 karat jewelry, 14 karat jewelry, which made it much more easier for them to buy. And, when you buy 14 or 18 karat jewelry, it's mostly everyday wear and Western design, which is nicely studded with diamonds and gemstones. So I think that, yes, we would expect a little more demand in diamonds and gemstones for the coming season.
Mr. Sen, going forward, if you could just give us some details about your fundraise plans. What is the quantum of it? What is the timeline?
So, we will be, having our board meeting soon, and we'll be, finalizing the range of how much funds to be raised. But it will be in the range between, 400, 450 crore approximately. And that would only be enabling us in the future, with the expansion plan that we have of opening stores, 18 to 20 stores every year is what we intend to open, a mixture of company-owned, company-operated, or franchisee. So that is how we will want to utilize most of the fundraise that we do. So let's see, we will take it as it comes and, hope for the best.
Right. Mr. Sen, with gold seeing a sharp up move this year, how do you manage inventory? Would it be fair for us to assume that you should be seeing significant inventory gains because prices only move one way, which is up?
Yes. So obviously, when the gold prices are moving up, one gets to see inventory gains, and that is where, hedging comes into the picture. So, for example, the company like us is doing a hedging of about 75, 80%. Some companies do 100%, some does 60%. So, based on that, for the quantum which is hedged, you wouldn't really have a benefit of the price rise on the books directly. For the unhedged portion, there is this upside that is open up. But I guess that that is where we need to balance it out, or else you would see, windfall gains in certain quarters and windfall losses in certain quarters because of the volatility. And that is a very much part of the ecosystem and the risk that we have to work with. So that's how one has to look at it, and the benefit will not fully pass on, but partially to the extent that you're unhedged.
And it's a fair assumption for us to make that it's actually not a win-win situation for you despite higher gold prices, because if 80% of your inventory is hedged and higher prices are very clearly going to be impacting your volume growth. And to add to that mix is the fact that you need more money to manage liquidity and working capital. Do you feel like is that the right way to look at it, or should it be the other way around, where the next 2 quarters your earnings will be phenomenal?
No, the first thing that you said is the right way to look at it. So while we all know that with the global uncertainty, the war happening in the Middle East, the Fed rate cuts, the uncertainty in the US elections, there is a very high possibility of the gold price be on the upside. But heart in heart, I wish, and I think the industry wouldn't want such high increase in gold prices in a short period of time. We are all, hoping that, okay, there could be corrections and consumers also feel good and they will come and buy more. But yes, what reality is reality. So we need to wait and see what it happens, but that's how it is.
There are some concerns, Mr. Sen, about demand sort of flagging. Are you seeing any signs of that in the kind of quality of purchases being made?
See, I'll tell you, July and August for the industry was very good. And September, obviously, because the price really nearly jumped pretty high in the short period of time. So September was kind of a slow month for the industry. And October is again, the festive season is such that no matter what the price is, consumers do buy, and it is a big growth compared to the normal business. So I don't see it happening. Like, for example, September was slow, August was very good. So it's every month on month is what we need to look at. So I'm sure that October and November will be a good month for this season.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Sen, for speaking with us. And as we track the festive season and how important it is, definitely for a huge number of companies, at least on the gold jewelry side, the view is definitely positive. So, thank you.